again, my name is Dovi. Today, I just want to be your humble servant. And out of experience, the little I know, I've been involved in network marketing for 7 years now. Don't mind anybody who's trying to join. I am thinking to, in fact, as I'm recording, we later upload it on YouTube on our channel Team Rise Africa. You can let your other team members watch it. Now, along my journey, which I met a gentleman from Malaysia 7 years ago, I took something from him, I modified it, and I want to share with you. So I'll give it a shot. These are my 10 golden keys I have in the business. But before then, I want to congratulate everybody on this call for choosing the industry, for choosing this profession to build a legacy and to make a mark in people's lives. And it is one of the best decisions you can ever make in your life. So when getting started in this profession, especially choosing your preferred company, which I'm not going to mention anybody's company, it is important to focus very well on understanding the basics of the foundations, in fact, the fundamental skills of this profession. I call it profession because a lot of people are here and they never know that what we do is a profession. They don't know that what we are doing here is a profession. So they come 2, 3, 4 days and then they wanted to get this, they wanted to get that. No, just like any other profession in the medical sector, if you want to be in the security sector, in the banking sector, insurance sector, you need certain skills. You need, if you want to be in a sales sector where everybody on this earth, Jesus Christ, Muhammad, all our leaders, peace be upon them, were all good sales people. Now, I'll take for some time and then I'll pause for you to answer or ask a question. I'll answer questions from the chat boxes in relation to the topics, the keys I'm going to be giving you. It's going to be interactive, it's going to be good. So the 10 golden keys are easy to learn and to duplicate. Putting behind your mind that duplication, it is the cornerstone to the success in our profession. Duplication simply means that what I'm doing today, in the next 1 year, in the next 6 months, I want to see somebody in my organization doing the same thing. That is the beauty of our game. If you are listening to me, if you can hear me clearly, kindly let me know. If you can't hear me too, kindly let me know. If I am breaking, kindly let me know. So basically, if you are in this organization and your organization in this profession, you are not duplicating, ladies and gentlemen, you are just a worker. If you are not duplicating, you are just a worker. When the going gets tough, I learned that the tough must get going. Now, to those of you who don't know me, I'm a professional first line flight maintenance or aircraft maintenance personnel, aviation safety and security personnel, a military officer, 13 years to 14 years of service, and a professional network marketer. Okay, so I don't joke with this opportunity. I don't joke with this profession when it comes to me. So to ensure you make all what you're supposed to do to get in this, I'm still doing this introduction because I am trying to wait for some few people to get on the call. Well done, Abda. Well done, Purity from Nigeria. I can see you doing a lot on some other places. Now, good. You are welcome on the call. Once again, Mr. Duche from Tema, Ghana. Now, the first key I'm going to give you, now is what? hold on. Yes, I've congratulated you already for choosing the industry, for making it a decision that, in fact, you can snapshot. One of the things I normally do is that anytime I'm doing training, you can snapshot, you can let people know what is going on, where are you, what you are doing currently. Let people know, let the world know what you are always on the move. That is how it's supposed to be. You get the point. So I congratulate you for choosing this profession, for making it a point that this is what you want to do for yourself. This is the platform you are choosing to do. So I normally tell people that it doesn't matter the company you belong to. The company is just a vehicle taking you from the current position in terms of financial freedom, and then to currently you are broke. Currently you are not where you're supposed to be financially. So you choosing this vehicle is going to take you to there's a rectangle at the top of the it's covering some of the tests. Okay. I can see that. Let me check if I can. Is it okay now? Is it okay now? I want the feedback. When something is not going on well, let me know. Alpha is still there, or I pull it off. I think my network. It will go. I bring it downstairs. Down, instead. Okay, school now. Philomena Kujo. Okay, thank you so much, guys. So I was saying that it doesn't matter your company, it doesn't matter where you are, but you should just know that choosing a company is the vehicle. So maybe your company could be Articulator, your company could be Range Rover, your company could be Abuboya, your company could be Tricycle, your company could be Bicycle. So you are moving at your current state of financially unsound to a financially sound destination. Some partners, we are doing training. Okay, so you guys should just join the call. Your company could be this, could be that. So what you need, what you have, what you own is leadership. Okay, so your leadership, your skills and other stuff is what is going to drive you from the current position to the next. So your first key here with me for you to know to make it in this business is simple. Then you need the right mindset. Ladies and gentlemen, if your mindset is awful, if your mindset is not good, if your mindset is not sound, if your mindset is not right, okay, you are going nowhere. Without the right mindset, you can be in the Range Rover and you will still enter a gutter. Without the right mindset, you are going nowhere. Mindset, having the right mindset tells you that this thing is going to be, is the right thing for me to do. It is the right thing for me to join. It's the right company for me to join. It's the right thing for me to join. It is the right leader I am following. But if you don't have this mindset, you doubt yourself. You always think about yourself. Oh, as for me, I cannot make it. As for me, these things don't work for me. As for me, okay, welcome. As for me, these things are not meant. Anytime, any day, you see impossibility in certain things instead of seeing possibility. Oh, this guy, oh, this person, if I talk to this, you have no right to deny prospects when you join this business from knowing, from having, you have no right to deny anybody. You have no right to tell yourself that I cannot make it. Having the right mind, let me tell you something. If you join this business and you didn't dream of some weird things, if you join this profession and you did not dream of certain weird kind of things, you are not yet in the business. The first time I joined this profession, that week when anytime I sleep, I see myself doing presentation at Accra Sports Stadium. I saw myself doing a presentation in front of people, over 40,000 people sitting in the sports stadium in my capital city. I wake up, you see, the thing is chasing me. The mindset is that I am going to make it. I am going to get this happen. This thing is going to happen for me. It is possible. It is possible. It is possible. Even those companies, even those vehicles, or even those vehicles I was in, I don't care whether the vehicles are right or not. All I know is that the profession, it is the right profession I am in. And this is the only profession that will take me to my destination of financially free. I see possibility in everything. I enter a room and everybody I see there is volume. Everybody I see there is PVs. Everybody I see there is a way to qualify for a car, a way to qualify for trips, a way to make weekly income. I see people and I see problems. I see problems in them and I see solution in them. The right mindset must be there. Anytime, any day, your radar is on. You are looking for people to make a change in their life. You join this because you have a right mindset. You don't wait for your sponsor. You don't wait for anybody to tell you that make this happen, do this happen, join this call. You are on the verge. I was sniffing for events, programs, trainings like somebody who sniff for cooking. The right mindset. Even if you don't have the right mindset and you have God, nothing will happen for you. If you have God, then you don't even have God. Because if you have God, you have the right mindset. If you believe in God, you have the right mindset. My mindset is always made up. When people are saying bad about the opportunity, I am seeing good in it. I am finding a way to educate you. I am finding a way to uncover certain things for you. That is where you know that you've arrived. That is where you know that nobody is going to call you. The second key is the spirit of agency. You see, somebody will say, oh, God's time is the best. My answer to you is that the time we are in right now was this time created by the devil. You see, we give the devil too much credit. If the devil have the chance to hire lawyer in the court, he will always win his cases because we give the devil too much credit. Everything, God's time is the best. That means the time we are in now is for the devil. God created this time. The spirit of agency must be. If you have the right mindset, you have the spirit of agency. If you choose this profession, you see this call, I'm in over 112 WhatsApp platforms. How many people are on this call? I am in over 112 WhatsApp groups, all for my business. I don't join any group in my life now to read breaking news, to talk about movies, to talk about no. 112 WhatsApp groups. People are still adding me. I've shared this message and they are all business partners. They are all my team. I have close to 30,000 distributors all over the group. But how many people are on this call? How many people are on this training? This is what I am talking about. The spirit of agency is when, you see, based on my work, I don't schedule things. So people ask me, what are your strategies? As if you are here, you are an employee and you are involved in this business, you are involved in this profession. I don't want to know your company. But if you are an employee, your spirit of agency must be 101%. Because you and I, we don't have the time. So when we are going for coffee break, when we are going for lunch, the spirit of agency to prompt you, to spark you that any little time I get, when I pick my phone, I need to follow up on somebody. I need to call somebody. I need to connect to somebody. If I am on WhatsApp, if I am on Facebook, if I am LinkedIn, I need to connect somebody. You see, you are not going to get time like the gentleman who is doing fully for full time. Some are even fooling the time, thinking that they are doing it on full time. That's a topic for another day. The spirit of agency is going to wake you up. People hide behind laziness and they call it patience. No, you should be urgent in your business, but you should be patient. Patience is when you are urgently doing the thing, but you detach yourself from the result. Patience is where you are putting in the job and you always know that no, as time goes on, it will peak. A seed that leaves your hand never leave your business. A seed that leaves your hand never leave your life. It will surely come back. All I want you to know is that if you don't have the spirit of agency, if you don't have the spirit of agency, you are going nowhere in this business. All these keys I am going to give you today, I am giving you right now. All these keys I am giving you right now. If you change company and you still don't practice this, if you change vehicles, if you move it from Aboboya into the fastest car, Lamborghini or Porsche, whatever, you are going nowhere. Have you ever noticed that how we talk about time, how time passes, passage of time? Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that? This saying, we keep saying that time flies, time marches on, time waits for no man. If you don't have the spirit of agency, when you are in bed, when there's the spirit of agency in you, when you see even an ad on your company doing presentation in different country, in different community, you will invite people. You are always on the look to learn. So if the spirit of agency in you, every day when I started my business, because of the spirit of agency, I make dedication that every day I need to watch a video. Don't depend on only one source. Learn from everybody. A video on network marketing from one person, being Team Sales, being Papa Solo, being Nick, being Eric Warren, being Simon Chan, Gerald Wilkins, Agomo, Tiffany. Every day I need to watch something. You see, those words you hear from those people keep you active, keep you moving, keep provoking you. And when people are quitting, you don't give a damn. When people are leaving, you don't give a damn, because you have the spirit of agency in you. Every moment of time passes and it's gone forever. Nobody can ever bring time back. That is why I always tell people, I value my time even more than my money. I can make money, I can never make time. I can never make time. I'm a military officer. By tomorrow in the evening, I am off. Everybody know Ghana, we are about. Yes, we have to daily charge our batteries. It's just like that. When you stop listening to these things, when you stop listening to words, when you start watching the videos, your vim, your momentum, it will die. It is automatic, it is natural, it will die. That is why every call, because of the spirit of agency, I jump on. Whether my downline, even Diamond 2 is really doing presentation, I join. Because if what there are things you are going to say, people think, oh, as though we heard the things I am saying today, you've never heard them before. You might see these words before, but you might not hear me explaining them like this. These things will keep you going. These are the things. It's not about 10. If you know you have the 10 ways of building the business and you don't have the spirit of agency. We know. Do you know the number of people who can read off head? They can recite GoPro. Do you know the number of people? But why are they not billionaires in network marketing? Because they don't have the spirit of agency. They don't have the spirit of agency. They don't have the spirit of agency. So now, my third key, you have the right mindset. You have the spirit of agency. Get a diary. On this call, I had wanted to see everybody's diary. I don't know if you can see me. This is my diary. It's always with me. My first ever diary in this profession is there. I always love using black diary. If I take it today, I'll get somebody to sign up today. Because these things I'm going to say, people think that, oh, it's archaic. Fundamentals of systems are the same. Those days we have manual cars. You think the automatic cars that are in now, they change the principle? No, the principle is the same. If they change the principle, the car will not work. The principle of electricity in the car is the same. The principle of flow of fluid, brake fluid through the system is the same. The principle of mechanical pulleys, first class, third class machines that we've learned in physics, it works in the car. The only modification is that they make it simpler and they make it more user friendly, but the principles are the same. The one thing we are forgetting is that when we get involved in this profession, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, we become complacent. Complacency set in, and then you say, oh, this thing we hear, this thing we hear. If you hear this thing, why are you not making the $1 billion in this company, in your company, in this profession? Why are you not part of the top 10 earners? Why are you not impacting lives? Why haven't you raised people who can even make just 1,000 cedi a week, just 200 cedi a week? If you cannot pinpoint that I've made this person, I'm getting to this person, ladies and gentlemen, you have not yet started. So I am telling you, get a diary, rewrite your vision tonight, 12 midnight. It's currently 7:40 p.m. That is 1940 hours GMT in Ghana. 12 midnight, 000 hours, 000 hours. My brother, my sister, rewrite your vision. The reason why you started this business. Why did you join this business? Identify why you joined the business. That is the only way. See, you get started with a compelling reason. If that reason is more compelling, see, let me tell you, my reason for joining this is that it got to a time in my life in the military where I see that, no, I don't want to quit my job yet because I don't have anything to lean against. I don't have anybody I'm going to look up to. I don't have anyone I'm going to look up to. So I cannot quit. So there was a day I called a friend. There was a day I called my brother, a friend in the military who is like a brother to me. I was chatting with him. I said, bros, looking at our salary in 2006, 2007, my salary was 68 Ghana cedi, denominated, not old Ghana cedi. 68 Ghana cedi. How much is $1? Check it out and see in dollars. So I was like, yeah, man, my dreams are big. I want to go back to school. I want to have my degree, PhD. I want to make money. I want to build houses for my mother. I want to take my wife around the world. That time I'm not even married. But those were my dreams. I cannot. In fact, I said I cannot. So my vision, my why was pushing me to look for something else to do. I did my researches. I got this profession that I can attach this to the military work. Today, yesterday, 3 days ago, I was doing a call with one of the top earners in this industry. I was far away from Wa to Tamale, And when I have just 45 minutes, 30 minutes to spend on ground, I jump on a call. That is the beauty of this business, because I have the spirit of agency and then the why. My vision is to touch life. My vision is that I need to give people the opportunity to end. My vision is to see you end. See, let me tell you, you can't change other people's life when you've not changed yours. You can't give what you don't have. So I just have a vision that I want to make 500 cedi a week aside my salary to get another source of income. I didn't see myself making thousands. I didn't see myself making 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 a week. I said a week, every 7 days, not a month. When my salary was upgraded to maybe 251, 251 cedi after tax, that's what I take home. In around 2009, 2010, okay? I want my pay slip, so I can't lie to you. There were times I do presentation, I show it to people, just for them to know that what we are saying is. So I found out this, and I'm saying that I'm going to do this. So I wrote my dream down. My dream was just to make 500 cedi a week. People were laughing at me. Oh, it cannot happen. Oh, these things don't work. This thing don't work. Because of my why, and let me admit some people. Because of my why, my dream, and my vision, that's what I was preaching. And one thing I want to give you here is this. If you are ready to do whatever it takes for your dream, you will succeed. Without being on a very clear vision, like the Bible said, where there's no vision, the people will perish. When there's no vision, definitely the people will perish. So I cap this vision. Anybody I see, I just tell them I have something, we can work it together, make 500. We can do this, make 500. And then some people start saying yes, some start saying no. And then those who are saying no, I was still keeping them. I was still keeping them in my diary. That is why you need to have a diary. Your phone can get lost today. Where will your reference be? Even let's assume that there are some numbers on your phone. You take a look at them. In fact, we'll come back. So your vision is what you need to preach to the people. Stop preaching, come and join company B, company C. People get irritated. This is a profession. You need to learn how to do it like a professional. If you preach your vision, people will buy into your vision. Preach me your dream. What is your dream? Why are you following this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing it? Why? The prospect don't care about your product. The prospect don't care about your company name, your company logo. They don't need it. They need your brand. They want to see your brand. They want to see why you are doing it. They want to see why you are doing it, why they should do it, and where you are taking them to. That is what we need to know. And that is what we didn't know. And then we were all making mistakes until I discovered it. So I covered it. Now people think that I don't like my company. No. Professionally, you can see all the top earners I've associated with. You will never, maybe once in a while they are celebrating somebody, even when they are celebrating their top rank achievers, they design a flyer with their team name or their team logo or their vision brand on it. The company, it is not mine. You don't have any say in decision making. You don't have any, please, if your leaders, your young partners are not on this call them. The various people you want to work with, the active, find out why they are not on the call. Are they having internet issues? Are they on the call? Why are they not on the call? Let them know. So preach your vision. Preach your vision to the prospect and let your prospect. I can preach your. I'm not saying, you see, a vision can be driven into or can be created by yourself. If you don't have a vision, you can join mine. You can enter any vision, cap into anybody's vision. I know my impact I want to make in your life is bigger than my income. It is greater than income. That is why I am always chasing you to do what you are supposed to do. So if you have your dream written down, you are ready to do everything. to die for your dream, then we'll move to the fourth key: commitment. 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 This is where a lot of people fail. You have all the zeal, you find something. You see, you have a dream that is so big enough that you don't care about the factors. The facts don't count. A fact that they know, because you have your vision. Now you refuse. It is only 101% commitment. If you are not ready to be committed, see, let me tell you, my first ever company in this industry, there were times where my sponsors were even afraid of me, because you know why? I was so committed. When I invite a prospect to a presentation and you were late from the beginning, maybe the mindset in my company, I'll get it, I'll show you. Building up to certain places and you are not there. When you come, I'll tell you, please go and come another time. It is a prospect. I have the composure that I'm not afraid. I am committed. You have to be committed to your goals, to the business, to the system. I have given you a system. You need to connect. You need to be committed to the system. Commitment simply means what? You make a decision to stick by it no matter what. How beauty, how ugly your wife is, your girlfriend is, you are committed to stay. Self-discipline will help you to be committed. You see, the beauty of our profession is the time flexibility, the time, yes, flexibility, but the amount of effort you put in determine your result. The flexibility is there. It's not like your boss will chase you, go and bring this, go and bring that, put this here, put no. It's not like that. But because nobody leaves you, commitment, nobody chases you, commitment become hard. Commitment become hard. Commitment become very, very hard. So you ask yourself, how many hours per day do you want to commit to doing this business? To be able, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I think I need to take some water. All right. So, if you can hear me, if you've gotten value so far, I want you to indicate it in the chat box. Indicate it in the chat box. Value, provoked, value. If you want to be more provoked, put it in the chat box. If you've learned something so far, if you are gingered, if your spirit have been awaked, if you have been awaked from your slumber, if you are provoked to take, in fact, to engage in the next movement, provoke, so much value. Do it. Amnesty, currently share the link back in the groups. Tell the people that are chatting in the group to join the call. If your partners are not here, but I'm taking some water. If they are not here, I know by now, Mr. Sami from Doche from Tema, you are gathered in one room watching this, feeling, in fact, committed with your team, and you are all enjoying the whole thing on one machine. Great. So let's continue. Like I was saying, that when you join the profession, so mostly when I join, I get in people into the game. I ask them this question: How many hours per day do you want to commit to doing this business to be able to achieve your dreams? Always ask your new partners this so that you can know the amount of effort and attention to focus on each of them. You work with the willing. You don't force people. I just told you I am in over what? 115 WhatsApp groups. How many people are here? Some are even on this call, they are not in my team, but I am still doing it. I am committed. The higher your partners, your new partners' commitment, the more your attention to them. Today I was on a call with Romeo. Every day we are doing presentation. Every day we are doing training. We don't care whether people can join or not. Our job is to do it. And the Spirit of the Lord will lead the right people to you. So if you are yet to join, even on this training call, I invited prospects who are not in the industry to join. I invited prospects. That is how it is. When you get here and you learn how we do it, if it suits you, you join. Somebody can attend training and join the business. Somebody can attend presentation and not even join. So you should know every opportunity I get. I take the opportunity to get somebody to see what I do. So the higher their commitment, your partner's commitment, the more attention to them should be your attention to be, and vice versa. If somebody is not committed, don't push those who with low commitment. No problem at all. We are all cannot get to the destination at the same time. But that shouldn't be your yardstick to be lazy. Do you understand? So don't push over those with low commitment, but still don't give up on them. I don't give up on people. That's why some people are sending them message and they shock. They think I've forgotten about them. No, I've not forgotten about you. I will never forget about you. I'll continue working with you. I'll work on you bit by bit until you get your level and get your reading. I'll also, in fact, what I also want you to know is this. You must make a commitment to yourself to grow in this business. How do you grow? If you are committed to your business, how do you grow in the business? You have to attend events like this. When you see this link, you share with people. There are times I will just join 2, 3, 4 minutes and go. I will make sure all my downline, all my partners, all my serious and committed people join the call. I will make sure all of you join the call. All of us will join the call. Attend events, training, listen to audios, like I said earlier on, videos, read books. Sometimes when we say read book, Kevin Quay, welcome. You are late. Some of you, the registers will come, you still be late. But it's normal. Like I just told you, every day you make sure you listen to one video. Every day you make sure you listen to one video. You watch one video, listen to one audio. If you have too many nonsense music, excuse my language, music that will not put anything in you. See, the business we do is not only about money. The thing is going to shape you, it's going to transform you, it's going to make you know that no, there are certain things in my life are useless. There are things, the impact you have to make. It's not in certain music. Once in a while, when we go for events, yes, you play music to cool down yourself. But if you do it too much, even medicine, if you take too much, you become addicted. And you become addict. And if you become addicted, you become a drug addict. It will give you a lot of things. So when you start this business, you are less than 6 months. You should be more addicted, committed, listening to audio, devouring audio. There are certain audios you play today. I can recite from beginning to the end because I've listened over and over and over and over, and I'm still listening. You must be provoked to be committed. Training is part of commitment. Reading book is part of commitment. Power of association is part of commitment. Some of you are connected with me, connected with other leaders in your company. Every day we share things. Every day we share things that will improve your lifestyle, improve your spirit, raise your spirit up, empower you. You are moving with a military officer. You don't wait for me to do flyer 5 days ahead. No, I can I can just tell you right now that I'm closing a prospect. Join me. I'm going to close a prospect after this call in US with one of my leaders. So if I send you the link to join, you must join. You don't say, oh, this time he didn't inform me earlier. No, I don't attend to my business like that. Whether I inform you my check. Those days, one of our top leaders, he can just call me in the night. Do this, because I am committed. I want to learn. So I have to do it. It is do it or go home. That's why I did I have one t-shirt like that. It's a signal. I am telling you that when you want to be committed with me, you have to do it. Even in the midnight, you have to do it. So far as we are not where we want to be at this moment, we have to do it. We must impact. That is what I am talking about. So if you say commitment, power of association is part. Some people, I can see their networks are disturbing them. Now, the next key is your contact list. Now, you see, we are back again to your contact list or your name list. People say name list. Contact, the people, their names. The contact is even more important than their names, because if I lose your name, I have your contact. When I call you, the first thing I'll ask is, what's your name? And then we can pick it from there. You see, if you are in this profession, if you join our profession, these are the skills. These are skills that we need to learn. These are skills that you need to know. So if you don't have a diary, buy it tomorrow morning. Reaffirm that I must make it in this profession. I must make it in my company. I must make it. I must make 500 cedi, 1,000 cedi, 2,000 cedi, 5,000 cedi a week, working 3, 4, 5, 7 hours a day, 13, 14, 15, 40 hours a week for the next 1 year, and I'll achieve this. I am breaking it down for you. Yes, everybody wants to make billions of dollars, want to be a billionaire. What is the plan? What is your name? Get your contact list. The contact list in our business. You see, you must, the contact list is simple. You write name, contact, name, where you meet the person, or where you know them. Even if you know them already, put them in. If you know them already, put them in. If you think they will not even do it, write it down. You see, you become committed to it, doing it. So every day when I'm going home, when I'm going out, and I don't even carry the diary walking, it's in my bag or whatever it is, or even home. When I save the contact I'm going to get, offline, online, LinkedIn, everywhere, when I come back, I put the date on top first. Then when I put the date on top, let me see if I can. If I'm going, I do my table at this 1, 2. I hope you can see on the screen. 3, 4, then maybe something like this. Then this is my diary. Then the name here, the contact here, the place I know the person is, maybe remark. Then I put date, today's date on top. I hope you can see. So when I come back home, I will come and edit it and then put the contacts in. They are there. Those contacts are on my phone. You can create a broadcast list for them. You create a broadcast list for them, start getting in touch with them. So there are times you can just greet the people. You write down, when you take your phone now or you think about people, you need to write down a minimum of 200 contacts of people you want to expose your business to. 200, you think it's too small? I have over 5,000 people contacts even on my phone. 5,000. that I chat them. Within a week, I chat not less than 5,000 people. Even those I know already. This is the most essential task you need to do on a daily basis as you are in this profession. If you don't create the contact list, your chances of succeeding in this business is very low. Ladies and gentlemen, the mental process of writing down each name and phone number is important to the growth of your business. I can tell you, I've practiced this. These are not things I just read online and I am telling you. It is something I've learned from people who are ahead of me, from people who are earning $1 million a month in this profession. Research, like I learned from one of Pacman, that he said research has shown that every average person in the world knows more than 200 people. So you need to put those 200 people on your contacts today. And mind you, you have no right to judge anyone about your business. That is the biggest mistake you can make in this profession. Your name list should include everybody, like I said, anybody you know. In other terms, we say cold market, or warm market, and then hot market. There are people, hot market, cold, you can see. Hot is like people, you don't even explain the business to and then you just call them straight. Charlie, come and see, join this and do this. Warm market, it breaks it down. People who know people. And then cold market. Cold market are people we are meeting on Facebook, we are meeting. A day will come, I will do training personally. In fact, directly on that, so that you can know how to categorically place people, how to let people know what you do, the kind of messages you send to certain people. That is what I am talking about. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't do this, you don't have the right to deny anybody. Like I'm saying, put everybody's name on your contact. Gideon, we are now coming. You are late. So from your contact list, what next are you going to do? Let me clear this. Good. Prospecting and invitation. There's a difference between prospecting and between the prospecting and invitation. I am going to prospect. Somebody said, "Oh, Ras, I want to join you when you are going to prospect." I say, is there time for prospecting and a time for? I don't go out there, I'm going to prospect. Every time I am on the move. Every minute I am on the move. Your prospect list must keep growing. Your contact list, the name list I spoke about, the key 5, it must keep growing daily. If it's not growing daily, your business will collapse. So be careful. Be careful not to increase your prospect list. And when you are prospecting, be careful not to share too many information. You can invite, in fact, when you want to prospect somebody, that is not the time. Oh, I have this product. No. That is not prospecting. When I go online, because I don't have enough time, I do most of my prospecting online. I don't have too much time. But offline, when I am moving, my radar is on. You should always put your prospecting radar on. Like I said, anytime I enter a room, every human being I am seeing in the room, they are my prospect. As soon as I meet you, that's why even on Facebook, I keep prospecting even the people who are already even in my company. Because I can't chat you 2, 3, 4, 5 times without taking your contact. What? Are we joking? What is the purpose of me being around you? Chatting you for what? I'm there to prospect. I am on social media to prospect. People even see me in town, they call me. I don't even know them. They say, "Oh, last time I gave you my contact." Oh, no. Today I was in one of the shopping mall, met somebody. I just to go and meet somebody personally. Somebody I met on LinkedIn. So your prospecting Oh, okay. No worry. I'll get it on YouTube for you to watch later. Those of you who want to go to somewhere, no problem at all. It's cool. Prospecting is different from invitation. I am prospecting. Those days people prospect for gold. They go to search for gold in the sun. They sieve them and then they you get it. That is different. That is not invitation. Okay. So I'm prospecting. I get to town. I make friends to get their contacts, email addresses. Here we don't do too much email address, so we do contacts, ladies and gentlemen. So when I get to the mall, bros, there are times I prospect people with tricks. I can stop you when I think you look nice, I just want to get you. When the spirit, there are times spirit speaks to you that talk to this guy, but when the spirit speak to the guy, it now depends on you to have the courage to talk to the guy. You get it? So now I can just stop the guy, say, good afternoon, sir. You look familiar. I don't know you anywhere. I just want to get your contact. Oh, how are you? Please, you look familiar. Where do you stay? What do you do? Oh, my name is Kofi. But it seems, please, may I know where you stay? Sometimes they'll say, I'm a banker. I say, hey, which bank? Oh, Fidelity. I didn't even have an account. Because of that, I have to be opening an account all over the place. Maybe the gentleman will go and ask me, what's your bank account? Then I don't have. I say, oh, yeah. There are times I even stop and say, I'm in Bank of Africa. I have an account. They say, yes, I think we met in one of your branches. I have a problem with my account. How do you think you know? Blah, blah, blah. There, the guy will start where people are so committed to their job. You say, okay, do you know something? You can get to your branch, you talk to, please, can I have your contact so that if I get there, if anything at all, I'll get in touch. Probably I might come to your branch and wherever you wait so that we can sort out. But when I get your contact, the first thing I do, save it on my phone, hide you on WhatsApp for you to know me, and you save mine. Then you will start watching my status. Quickly, I will ask for your correct name, not some nickname, guy name. No. Quickly go to social media, search for him and or her, go through her profile. This is our profession. You must be professional about it. These are the income producing activities. There is no magic anywhere. You have to be creative when it comes to this business. There are times we sit in a car. I can see somebody coming to see a very gentleman. There were times, in fact, those days when I don't have a car, I was going Trotsky. Gentleman coming, I'll be timing the gentleman. When you sit at somewhere, I'll go and sit beside you. By the time you get to your bus stop, I will find a way into you. There are times, see, how to penetrate people to prospect. Sometimes it's not about how are you. No. You forget. I can just meet you straight. If you are wearing Barcelona jersey or Manchester United jersey, oh, bros, are you a fan? Are you a football? I can see you. Actually, Barcelona nowadays our form is not good. I'm not a Barcelona fan. I want the guy's contact, but I need to find a way to penetrate. These are the things we do. That is why when the new people are not joining this call, and then they'll come and ask, Razdo, how can I prospect? Sometimes you don't get it. This is the time you have to learn distance. I tell you, where are you going? Where do you come from? Oh, where do you normally watch your matches? Sometimes I go to watch match, not because, and I don't go to where the boys who cannot even afford 1 square meal. No, this is a business. I dress simple like myself with inscriptions on myself. If somebody will see, even this thing is a prospecting tool for me. People see me and say, oh, wow. Oh, what's the meaning? Last time I was watching, I was wearing one of my shirts, and somebody tell me that, am I sure about what I've written? That one, I said, something. Purpose is greater than money. And then the gentleman was challenging me, and then it became an argument between the two of us. Then by the time you say Jack, we became friends. So do something to create an attention. You see, money follows attention. I want to make something to catch eye. That is prospecting. You want to get the people's contact. You need to get the people's contact to stay in touch with them. That is the only way you can show them your business. That's the only way they can watch your status. One, I told you to promote your vision, promote what you have, why you are doing it, where you are taking it to, why people should join you. Prospecting, I go out anywhere. You should on your radar every day, because you are going to be meeting people every day, anytime, anywhere. When your girlfriend have people, I can even tell people, I use people to prospect people. If you cannot join my business, if you cannot use my product or my services, can you refer somebody who will use my product? It's a way to prospect, to look for people. Your prospect are the doorway to another prospect. That is what I'm talking about. So I am going to work, I can give you lift. Now, thank God, my company has given me a car. Through the profession, I've gotten a brand new car, which I've never paid my own money. I said, go and take loan and buy. No. If I give you lift, you must drop your contact before you leave. As soon as you sit in the car, how are you? Where are you going? You look like someone I know. Do you stay in this area? Yeah, I live behind there. It's a lie. I don't never live in that area. You have to be creative. Oh yes, I live around this street, that street, this street. So you think I know everywhere in my city or my country? You lie. If you are from Tamale, I have a place I will mention. If you are from Accra, I have a place. If you have Sunyani, so you have to do your own research. You have to be on top of your game. Creativity. When you sit, you say on this street, I live here, I live there. Say, oh, sir, oh, I've not seen you before. No problem. You see, because of the work, because of my movement, because of this, because find something to tell them. That is why you don't see me much. As I'm living like this, I'll come back around 10. I'll come back around 9. I'll come back around 6. So if I'm back and I'm exhausted, so what do you do? What are you into? The guy said, develops website. Oh, sir, I think we can do business together. The guy said, oh, he does a POP. I said, oh, that's good. I can give you some customers at work. Some of my friends are even building and they would like to do this and this. Get his contact. 2, 3, 4 days, call him. This is the gentleman. When you send him what's up there and there, he also save. Or send him a text, he will save your number. He will even call you back to appreciate you give him a lift or helping the person. So that is prospecting. You are gathering contact. Now, the invitation is when you are supposed to invite someone to see your product, your business opportunity, or your service. That's why I told you your prospect list must keep increasing. So be careful not to share too much information when you are doing invitation. There is a non-professional invitation. That's inviting people from your warm and your cold market. These people, they know you already, or they know people you know, like your brother, your mother, your father. You don't need to call them. Yes, how are you? Would you mind taking a look? No, you just call you. Hey, mommy. Oh, bro, Charlie, there's something. Oh, I want you to meet me, or take a look at this. You are done. But the professional way is when you are inviting somebody to join this call, and the person is in your cold market. You don't know the person. You just met the person online. You understand? So when inviting, you have to be confident. You have to be confident. Don't get carried away by invitation. So just talking nonsense. People end up doing compensation plan on me. That is not invitation. You are a messenger. You are not the message. They are doing something tomorrow. Tomorrow, if your prospect list, my company is doing an event tomorrow at Golden Tulip Hotel, would you be there? I can invite you and say, Charlie, I am in partnership with certain group of people. I want you to take me there to come and listen to what I want to put myself in and give me an advice. That's the only way the guy will come. But if you tell the guy to come and see business and do business, he won't come. There were times where last 2-3 years, 27th December, that's my birthday. Very soon my birthday will be here. And I invited people to join me at Golden Tulip. We were doing presentation. I have over 15 ladies out of Facebook. Do you know what the idea they came with? They were coming to eat. I said, so when they came, they say, what's the birthday going? There's the birthday boy. I met them at the gate. I said, ladies and gentlemen, in fact, I gave you 3. You came 3:30. The first part of the birthday is over. The next part of the birthday ongoing currently is the business presentation. You see now, after the business presentation, we are going to have the third part. Some were annoyed. They leave. Yes, they were annoyed. They leave. The few people who stay, some join the invitation presentation, and then after that, Some joined the business. Now, all those people who left, I had their contact because they send me their contact that they want to come to my birthday party. They want to come and eat. I am 13. Listen, the best, I told some of them before they leave that the best birthday gift I'll give you is this presentation. So invitation, you are just a messenger. I am not the message. The message is what my top leaders, your mentors, your coaches are going to release to answer questions in the presentation. That is the invitation. So if you are committed, you can be able to go and learn on what? Thank you, Philomena. Yes, Josh, that day it was not easy at all. I wish you were there to see how the people were annoyed. Now, when you invite, you should learn how to show your plan. Exposing what you have is very, 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 very important. That is the next key, the 7th key. We are almost done. I'll expedite. So, yeah, man, thanks so much. If you are getting value, if you are getting the insight of whatever we are doing today, kindly let me know. Let me know. If you are not even enjoying it, I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. Great. So, how to expose what you have? Presentation is very, very, very important. To present your plan, you have to make it effective, simple, understandable. Some of us will talk round, and the prospect will be confused. What do we do? You use product, any company you belong to, you use product, you become users of the product, you get friends to use it, you get paid. How? When you are here, you are there, this is the amount they give you. This one, is this something hard about it? No. So don't go around. Make it effective, simple, understandable. But you must be passionate about it. If I'm talking to you about my business opportunity card, if you don't take time, you will join again. You will re-register again. You say, do not be I'm not afraid of exposing my business. I have what I have. You don't know what I have. So I am telling you what I have. So you have to listen or tell me no. If you tell me no, I will still follow you up. I will chase you like evil spirit until you join. That is my word for you. You understand? Whether they say no or not, there's no presentation which is wrong or which is right. There was a time in my former company where this gentleman was chasing me to come and do presentation for him. I said, oh, I'll come. Go there and be there. He was waiting for me and the time is up. And then he called me. He invited VIPs, people who can do the top package in his company, in this older company. And he called me again and told me, hey, Nesta, some of you might know him. Nesta, go ahead and do the presentation. There's no wrong presentation and there's no right presentation. You are the one having the opportunity. Therefore, tell the people what you know. They choose to believe in it or not. That is none of your business. Your business is to explain what they have. Now, I break down my presentation into different categories. When you want to do a presentation, you have to educate first. Write this thing down. I don't know whether you have a diary or not. You have to write it down and then you go over it, because after tomorrow, the way these voting things are going on in your brain, following this how do you call it, political atmosphere, you will forget them. The first thing you need to do is to educate your prospects of the need for multiple streams of income, the need for starting a business aside whatever they are doing, the need to have extra source of income. And then you expose the second part. After the education, that's when normally we do mindset. We talk to people. No, it's not that we cannot just go straight and talk to you about the business, show product, and then no. We need to prepare the person's mind. In just maybe 15 minutes, 30 minutes, you prepare the person's mind. And when you do that, you now talk about your vehicle, the profile of the vehicle, why you choose that vehicle, why you choose that particular car, why you choose that particular medium, to get where you want to get to. And then you talk to them about the product and the services you have. There's no business which will not be exposed without a product or service. It will become a scam. Then now you show them your payment plan, your life. I call it the life plan. Everybody's working for money. Your company definitely will give. They want cars, they will give. They want to travel abroad, they will give them. They want houses, they will give them. And then they want scholarship, they will give them. Whatever they want in your company, you let them know. And then when you do this at that particular point in time, you sit well, and then you sum it up with success stories. Learn to tell other people's story. When we started in my company, we were telling, in my country particular, we didn't have one single story. So we were downloading pictures of other people in our companies from other countries, other cities and other stuff, and then we were exposing, we were telling other people's stories, and then we were believing that, we were believing so much that if these people can do it, we can do it. If you can do it, we can do it. And this is the basic, this is what the thing is having for us. So we were creating more impact at that time without having income, knowing that our impact should be greater than the income. The income will automatically come. So I say what? Educate your prospect when you come to presentation about your product, the need of multiple sources of income. Know where currently in their life, especially one-on-one, one of the most effective presentation you can ever do is one-on-one. Okay, so you tell them about your vehicle, why you choose that particular company as your vehicle, product or services you have. Explain to them why you need to have a product or services, a service, payment plan, or your income projections of the company, of yourself. If you do this in the next 5, 10, 20 years, where you are going to be in the next 2, 3 years, you should have all these things and look professional, and then tell success stories. The most effective way is a one-on-one presentation. The first ever presentation in your life, in your business, can be done for you by your upline, your sponsor, whosoever brought you in the business. Okay, edification before in this our profession, it's not personality. If I am edifying my down line, or somebody down me, I can edify you to close a deal. Edification is to validate the opportunity, validate the information you're already giving the person. You see, I have an opportunity, you can do this and that, and then you'll be able to get it. But this gentleman I want you to talk to has seen it all. Even if the guy have not even made 500 cedi a week in the business, yet he's seen it all. I am edifying him. And then I will prompt him that, Charlie, when this man called you, say this, say that, say this, say that. I'll put words in his mouth. I even have times where I made people edify people who are even diamond ones, first ranks in my company, and so it doesn't matter. That is what is called edification. 3-way call. You have to edify the person before you put the person on the call. You shouldn't just jump on edification, call me and talk to this person for me. But if I've done it before, I'll be able to continue. But if the person hasn't done it before, then you have to prompt the person first before you call the person. You understand? Now, if you want to expose your business, your presentation, determine the right environment. Like tomorrow, Golden Tulip, people don't even know that there's something called Golden Tulip they can go. There were times I invited people to meet me one-on-one on presentation at some hotel reception. They thought even the reception, they have to pay money. No, you don't need to. So find the right environment. Avoid whining and dining with your prospect. It will cost you a lot of money. There are places I go, I just buy one big bottle of water, get 2 disposable cups, put here. Those days I was not having money. I can buy, but some of the places they will not allow you to bring water, so I leave, sacrifice and buy water. When you have a guest, you buy water for the guest. Give him disposable cup. First, serve him water. Let him know here you are just here for business, not to drink or dine. You don't even have that money to save time and money. Just simple. I can go to presentation like this, meet you like this. So, oh wow, people over profit. Oh, that's nice. Can you tell me more about it? Presentation start. That is why I love to live my life simple, but presentable. Those days when we're in school, when you have one t-shirt, we wash it. When we're going to entertainment, we wear it. When we come back, we wash it. By the time they break, it's dry. We iron it. We look neat. SS life. You have to be presentable. Don't dress like a prospect, not like a suspect. People dress and they come to events. You look at them, they look like suspect. Some partners even enter some halls and I have to stop them and say, hey, are you a partner? Are you part of her? Because their dressing looks like a suspect, makes them look like suspect. Do you understand? So when you get there, you dress, you walk and talk like a millionaire or billionaire. Even when I was not even making 200 cedi a week, I called myself billionaire Rasdo, and it's manifesting in the name of Jesus by the grace of God. You have to be punctual. Some of you like lateness. You invite me, even star directors invite me on their call. I've been on the call 2, 3, 4 times, and they were late 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I leave. You should know. Let people know what you stand for. You can't be making late when you invite me. If I join your call and you invite me to do call presentation for you and I come to the hotel and you are late, I will start. That is if my goodness comes. If my other side comes, I'll leave. Not being there punctually is a disrespect to your guest, to the prospect. You don't respect the prospect. You understand? He could have been sleeping. That's what he's using his time for. But because of his there. Prospect will always want to ask plenty questions. Always pay attention. Tell them, please, hold on. When I'm done, I'll answer your question. When they are asking unintelligent questions, jump over them. Push them over. Find a nice way to dodge them. You understand? Don't answer questions until you finish the presentation. Be in control. I am the one telling you something. Boss, hold it on. Right? In fact, jot every question down. When we are done, I'll take all the questions. Because I need to flow step by step. I want you to get it. I want you to understand. To put the questions aside. When I'm done, you can ask all your questions. I am in control here. But don't tell the man you are in control. In your mind, you are the one in control. That's what I'm talking about. You get the point? So for one-on-one presentation, I use paper and then pen. It's the most effective. Pen and paper. I take my pen and paper, pack. You stand here, I stand here. You calculate the commissions. This is what we do. This is what you need to do. This is what we need to do. You get the point? This is what you need to do. This is what you need to be here. This is what you need to stay. And then this is what you need to go. And then you make your money. You get the point? And the most simplest way to duplicate your to learn how to do one-on-one presentation is less expensive and is duplicable. So on this note, I'll pause. No, let me just finish. Let me just finish. So we are on 8. It's left with 2. I see people are boiling to go already. One-on-one is key. Philomena, exactly. I'm with you. Follow up. This is one of the hardest aspects. Statistics show that out of 10 people, only 2 or 1 people do follow up over 5 times. People do follow up 1, 2, they stop. Some do 3, 4, they stop. You have to do follow up not less than. In fact, I do follow up every day. You understand? And then on the presentation, make sure the card I normally use is this. You need to do 15 presentations every month. Consistently. 15 presentations. If you cannot do it, then you are not yet in the profession. If you cannot expose within 30 days 50 to 15 people, then you are not yet in the game. 15 presentations a month. So if it is one person, follow up until they join or die. Simple. I love that one. So back to follow up. Don't be desperate when you are doing presentation. Don't be too aggressive as if you don't do it, you will die. No. Composure. Follow up. Do this after every presentation, 48 hours. Bam, you should be able to finish. Hey, Charlie, some people are still joining. Follow up. follow up 48 hours after you expose your business. It is very, very, very important to follow up your prospect, your guest, within 24 to 48 hours, because people forget things. Somebody will come and will be jumped up and pumped out as though who fire, absolute fire, your leaders fired. And then you go home, you pump around 2 days. In fact, by the following morning, you start watching Kunku Bagia and some Netflix and sons, and then his mind is down. He's forgotten. So follow up. It's because people forget. Strike the iron when it's hot. Confuse them. My former company, I closed one gentleman, and he did the top highest package. I closed the guy, pen and paper, a marker board and whiteboard. The guy went to the bank together with me, signed a check, registered, and he sat up. He didn't even know why he signed up. The passion, the enthusiasm, Charlie, my goodness. The enthusiasm, the power behind the words, the education. The guy went, signed check, as if I use some black magic. It's not black magic. It's about the passion. Sign check, we went to EcoBank, cash the money, do the registration, and took his product. He was going home. He said, so why did I register? I laughed. Why did I register, and what did I register for? I said, yes, we are about to make money. It is time for you. This is your time. Your time is about to change. I follow up on the guy. I follow up. There are times you follow up and we invite the person back to presentation. Now, when you are following up, normally people look like some way. So there's something I normally use. It's called the 3 Fs. So I understand the way you feel. That's the first F. F for foxtrot, for follow. I understand the way you feel. When they keep asking and trying to dodge and do something, the first I say, well, Kojo, wait. I understand the way you feel. I felt the same. But this is the wonderful thing that I want to let you know. I found out that feel, felt, found. Feel, felt, found. I found out that this and that and that and that. If the prospect say no, remember that. If they say no, remember this. When you follow up 10, 20, 40, 50 times, keep them on your list. But remember the 4 SWs. SWs. Sierra Whiskey. 4 Sierra Whiskeys. Some will, some won't. So what? Some are waiting. Some will, some won't. So what? Some are waiting. So go after them. Use these words. Let them sound in your mind. I told you these are keys. Anywhere, any place you go, if you use these things, they will work for you. Don't join presentations and be asking questions partners are not supposed to ask. When you join a presentation, at even live presentation, maybe physical presentation or online presentation, you intentionally ask questions that your presenter will answer to encourage the downlines. These are the tricks you don't know. A prospect are on the call, and you, the partner, you are asking that, oh, this thing is not working. When people say they want to join, they don't have money, you are scaring the partner, the prospect. Ask those questions when we are on a training call. That is what a partner is supposed to do. You ask even a partner on a normal presentation exposing the business. You ask a question that will enhance the knowledge for the prospect. Follow up on them. Let them know that what you showed them, it's still working. And your lifestyle, your consistency will even follow up for the people for you. Do you get it? But keep them, those who will say no, keep them in view so that you can always invite them if there is a major event. Like I said, I will follow you up, invite you back for another event. Your company is doing a car award, your company is doing award event, a dinner event. People like food. So we invite them for those days for our dinner party. They come and then we even give award to people at the dinner party. And then and there after they finish eating, they join. The Bible said when the prophet ate, after the prophet has eaten and is satisfied, you can imagine the kind of prophecies the prophet will give. So you should use every avenue. You should be provoked. Always look for avenues to get people to know your business. That is what it's supposed to be. Follow up and follow up. You don't follow. See, sometimes you can follow up me. I can follow you up and come to your house, not to talk about business, but to just come and know your house. Follow up should even help you to create connection between your prospect and you. Your prospect might not be joining the business because he's having family, marital, job issues from work, even family. Some girlfriend is cheating on some boyfriend, some husband is cheating on some wife, and vice versa and stuff like that. So you have to take your time when you are following up. Know the people. What is the problem? Is there anything I should know that you are not joining? People will end up opening up. Check on them every morning, every day, every time, every day, every evening. 2, 3, 4 days. How are you? 2, 3, 4 days. Hello. Not only WhatsApp. Today I called about 6 to 10 prospects just to say hello. How are you? The last time you said you are not feeling good. How are you today? Some say, oh, I'm on medication now. You know, especially when they are ladies. Ladies want attention. But I won't compromise. I know my wavelength, the level at which I'm operating and communicating. So all I know I want is to teach you. You see, all these things I'm doing to you as a prospect. When you join, I will now remind you. Did you remember the course I made? These are the things you are going to be doing for other people. So if you are not ready to serve, your service is going to determine the kind of money you are going to make, your results. So if you are not ready to serve, there were times I have to carry product on my head to one station for transportation to, yes, you have to do it. You have to pass through it to have the story. So on that note, if you follow up, what next? You cancel. When you follow up and the people join, as in you are in the business, sponsor canceling. Wrong? Sponsor canceling. You don't reinvent the wheel. This is very crucial. As a new person, it is very, very crucial. As a new person in this profession, before you do anything, in fact, one of my mentors said, you do anything how you do everything. In fact, we do everything how we do anything. Any which way you turn it. Before you do anything in this business, the person who invites you, sponsor you, your upline, consult them. When you are new, don't think that you are older than the guy. No, this is a profession. When you go to your school, your department, your job, when your supervisor is small, you don't say you are bigger than him, so, or you are older than him, so whatever he say, you are not going to listen. No, it doesn't happen like that. You can't do that. In the military, it is your number, your rank, and your name. Your number can be bigger than me. If my rank is bigger than yours, I will still deal with you. I will still have to coach you. I will still have to give you instructions. I will still have to give you directions. And have to say yes, sir. If we all adopt the yes, sir principle in our lives, we will travel far. People see me and say, Charlie, you are doing this thing on part-time, but you are flying. People are doing it full-time. Yes, because they think they know. Some of them find it difficult to take instructions from their upline. Some of my uplines are even older than them. The upline constellation, if the person who brought you in the business is not there, find somebody up. If he's not there, find somebody up, find somebody up, find somebody up. That's how we cancel uplines. You look for somebody in your genealogy to the top and you say, bros, I am interested in this business, this opportunity, this profession. I want to build it, but the people who brought me in, they are nowhere to be found. And then I have found out that I've identified that you are, in fact, I've discovered that you are in the lineage of my sponsors. So please, I want to work with you. And a working upline, that's what I'm talking about. Your working sponsor is your lifeline. The person who brought me could not be working. He's gone. But maybe the divine connection is that guy is supposed to show you to the profession. And now it boils down upon you how to use the vehicle. So you are learning these skills to operate your own vehicle. In your team, in our team, Team Rise Africa, the energy team, we build for purpose. That's our vision. We build it for purpose. We want to build something to last for us. So that is the vision we preach. You must build it for a purpose. What is your purpose? So through that, you can consult any upline above you in this organization. People even consult me. I help them do presentations who are not in my team, but they are in my organization. I even do counseling training for other people from other companies. It is the beauty of the industry that I want. My impact is what I want. So I don't care what your company you are. The company doesn't belong to you and I. So we should stop fighting over companies. Do you understand? The golden rule in our business is that if you have bad news, negative news, send it to the top. Your people who sponsor you have good news, only good news to the people down you. Don't go and go, oh, the products are not coming, the downlines are doing this guy is sleeping about it concerns you. That one will be your problem. Somebody is chasing somebody. Yes, people came into our business, our team, and they meet 2, 3, 4 of themselves, they get married. Is it your topic? Your topic, your major topic in here is to understand your business, build it for a purpose, and build it to last. Create more impact and make more income. That is why you are here. So not sniffing, eardropping on people, telling, have you heard that this guy has joined this company? This has joined. So is it your problem? Is that one going to give you chop money? Is it going to produce PV? Is going to be talking about other leaders? Oh, this leader is not good. This leader is Alan is doing something else, is building another. Would it qualify you for your next rank? No. Cancellation. Oh, prof, I want to do 3-way call. I want you to do 3-way call for me. That's what you need to do. Okay? And then on that note, you must duplicate. This is the most important. People are not building anything yet. They are just like workers. That is why you see some teams, they recruit. Somebody, one person is just recruiting. There's difference between sponsor. You can recruit, but you are not sponsoring. Recruiting is different from sponsoring. Sponsoring, you are like the mother to the person. And if the people under you are not duplicating, the key to our business, to succeed here, to have residual income, exponential income, you must duplicate. Duplication in our profession is the key. Duplicating yourself. So when people are crying that their businesses are not working, I laugh at them. Do you expect, as a leader, your business is supposed to work for you when you are not working the business? The universe doesn't work like that. The laws of the universe doesn't work like that. You don't need to be a professor. You don't need to be a Christian. You don't need to be a Muslim, a Hindu to make it in life. When the rain is falling, God doesn't say, oh, I want the rain droplets to fall on the seeds of the Christian or the Muslim. No. It falls on anybody's seed, people who sow the seed. Duplicate yourself. You are there and you are expecting somebody like Rasdov in your team, billionaire Rasdov in your team. The pressure I will give you, can you handle it? You know the kind of pressure I give my upline. Sunday, I will chase. I don't chase only downlines. I don't chase only prospects. I chase my sponsors. When you are sponsoring somebody, you become the parent of the people, the person. That's what I tell you. This is a profession. It's not just come and make money 2 days, 3 days, and go. I chase my prospects. I chase my downlines. I chase my sponsors, because you cannot want me to duplicate, to be like you, and you don't want me to bring my issues to you. I'll bring my issues to you. So for you to get somebody like me under you or in your organization, you need to be like me first. You need to be like me first. You need to be over-provoked. Till now, Till now, I'm still looking for people like myself in my organization. I want to make people more dangerous like me. That is where I know I've arrived. Yes, I know I don't have time. I can be online looking for prospects to 2 a.m., sleep 1 hour, wake up, do the same thing. Can't you see sometimes the times I change my status? The same way I am speaking here, if I have 2 partners on this call, is the same way I'm going to train. I don't need to see 100 people on the call. When I send impromptu messages like this to do training and I have 10 people, I know those 10 people are serious. So when those 10 people call me for 3-way call, I'll pick their calls first. When those 3 people call me for something, I'll look up to them first. Not somebody who is sleeping, not 1 or 2. Every day you don't show up on the call. You've seen the message, you read the message, but you don't show up on the call. You understand? You must show up. If you are not showing up, you don't expect people to show up. That is why I get bored when people have not even practiced anything, have not seen results, and say they are teaching. What are you teaching? I will call my downline, I'll call my partner, join this call. If you don't join this training, if you don't go, I will give you warning, because I cannot do the same thing where those days my upline, my sponsors are saying. Do you understand? A partner is calling me, I'm coming to blast him. Why is he not on the call? Hello? Why are you not on the training call? Why are you not on the training call? Go into the group and join the call right now. I say join, go the group inside. Click on the link, join the call. Bye-bye. You get the point? You have to go beyond your current limit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a fine opportunity. Whatever you learn, everything I know, I want to give it to you. I want to let all of you know what I do, how I want to teach you how to do it. Probably, he didn't even read anything in the groups. Okay? That's how it is. And he's calling me. And the same person will say, do 3-way call for me, but he's not on the call to learn. This is what I'm talking about. I want to duplicate people of my kind. Note, if you are not duplicating as fast as you can, your success is going to go way long. You need to duplicate as soon as possible the kind of people you want. Become that person, and then you duplicate those type of people. Now you have it. The 10 golden rules are here. I have the last one for you. A bonus key. Consistency. The bonus key. My bonus key is consistency. A lot of us know everything. See, consistency is hard. The hardest part of our job is to be consistent. The few people who break the code of inconsistency to become consistent are the people that are going to make all the money. That is why they say only few people. The same way, those same people are going to remain and be looking for job. That's why we are saying that the 97 people that quit are employed by the 3% of the people who never quit. There are people on this call. I never quit on them for 3 years, 2 years before they join my business, before they join my organization. So imagine I quit myself. People are not respecting you. People are not respecting your business. People are not taking a look at your business because of your inconsistency. You are not consistent enough for people to join you. Some people prospect me every day. I should leave my company, join their company, blah, blah, blah. I just ask them, which leadership? What is your trade? If you cannot be traced, you can never be trusted. I won't trust you if I can't trace you. What have you done in the past? How many lives have you impacted? How consistent were you? How consistent were you? These are the things you need to be asking yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to the chat box. Drop me a question. We've been on this call almost 2 hours. Let me read one thing from Amnesty. What do you do to a team member who tries to do things to please the leader? For example, your team member joined the training because you sent him the link, and within 5 minutes he leave the training and keep doing that. Or you see, because the person doesn't have the spirit of agency. See, the best medicine in our business, the best medicine for the group to duplicate is to recruit. You need to prospect every day. If you are behaving like that, me, like I said in one of the slides, you work with a willing. I'll send the thing to you. I'll send. You think you are impressing me? You're not impressing me. They will come to you and say the business isn't working. Yes, there was a time one of my leaders came to me and said they want to leave my team into another person's team because they think that that team they are winning, people are getting cars, I was like, oh, no problem. I will be happy if you go there and you win because I want your success. Thinking that if you go to that place, you just get there and then they give you commission. No. Some of you are drinking from waters that are poisonous. Those waters people are drinking is good for them. Their systems are okay with that water. But as soon as you start drinking from them, you start poisoning yourself. Now, let me break it down for you. The water you are drinking will be things you are listening to, things you are seeing, things you are hearing from sources, thinking that you don't know they are behind the scenes. You don't know what they are doing behind the scenes. So don't compare yourself. If people are winning in that same team, if people are practicing what your leaders are teaching already and they are seeing results, go and do the same thing. People call me every day, Ras, I want to register in your team. I say, for what? Why should you register in my team before you make it in the business? I am teaching. I've sent you the link. I've put the link on Facebook. Just join. Because the same way my leaders are doing, Amnesty is here, Romeo is here, all of them here. Sure, I'll share the slide with you. I designed it. If I don't duplicate Romeo, this is the duplication. I will share the slide with everybody. Use it. I designed this slide yesterday myself with under the auspices and the guidance of Simon Chan. He showed me how to do it. He just should give me some touches because I learned. I want to teach you. If you make, I don't care, even if you leave my company or my team to register. I said impact. The impact I want to have in your life is greater than money. I can make money in people steal to make money. People carry comfort to make money. You can win lotto to make money. People bet to win to make money. Money can come from anywhere. But the impact I want to make in your life is more precious to my life, to me, my dream, than the income there to come. Somebody, I can have an impact in your life. You connect me to somebody, and that person can just come and give me a large sum of amount, which I might not even get from mine. So honestly, those type of people, they are not willing. They don't have the spirit of agency, and they don't have the right mindset. Why should you impress us though? If I make my money, I'm not going to share with you. Once in a while, in fact, some of the leaders on this call, you get messages from me within the week. I want to have lunch with you guys. Personally, everything on me, I'm going to have lunch with you guys. In fact, we may go to maybe East Legon somewhere, any of the nicest place. We are going to do it. I'll find time. It may probably after the election. I'll find time. We'll have lunch. You understand? I don't try to pamper people. I don't have that time. You can ask Romeo. There were times Romeo is on this call. I call him, I blasted him. Say, bro, forget about that. When people say this, people say, concentrate on your business. Don't come and be telling me, people tell you this, people tell you. So what? If they are telling you this, why do you call them to do this and this for you? Everybody have their story. When somebody is telling a story, they don't tell the full story. They tell the one that will suit their side. They will not tell the full story. So if you keep listening to stories in our business, yes, the behind the scenes stories are very, very, very important. That is what I want you to know. If you listen to some people, they are behind the scene, how they are jabbing their own selves in those things. So I tell people, it's not because you have, some of you who are here, having an ID of your company, the certificate or maybe that code of your company for 4 years doesn't mean you've been in the business for 4 years. You can rest and go and sleep. So before you judge the result, judge your effort. These were my words to that leader. You think they are just sleeping and getting the result? It's either they are doing the right thing. Then I said something about duplication. If the things you are doing, duplication is simple. If the things I'm doing today, my downlines cannot do it, it's too difficult for them to do, then it's not duplicable. That is why I don't go for strategies, bring this amount, I will do this. No, I don't do that. I don't even have the time. The strategy is to recruit, prepare your mindset, help you, train you, give you the skills, give you the power. In fact, this training, I will repeat it again. I will put it on back. I will have to do it again and do it again and do it again and do it again. Even if it's 2 people, I will do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, if the people under you cannot do what you are supposed to do, then it's not duplicable. It is not about what is working currently. It can work for you, but can it work for him? Those little people who don't have the big networks, can it work for them? It's not duplicable. My pen and my paper, my 3-way course, my presentation, my event, my Zoom meetings, my LinkedIn contact, getting Facebook Live event are duplicable. And you can do it. Now Amnesty is doing it. Romeo is doing a live event. Leslie will do live event. Alfred will do live event. Dr. Alike will do live. These are the things what people will feel comfortable to do, not what you and you can do. And people, that is not duplicable. So it could work for some people, could not work for some people, and it's not duplicable. So the day is not going to work for the people, it cannot work for them. It's like, yeah, they are being intimidated. They leave. Identify the strength of everybody in organization. Some are good in organization, some are good in presentation, some are good in setting up the place, some are good in demo, product, complaint. Identify them, help them, join your presentation. In fact, Amnesty, now I want you to come up with a presentation plan. Romeo, you used to say, maybe these days we'll do training, this day. We don't do training for new people who join the business. That is why they keep falling off. We have to be consistent. I tell you, one of the hardest part of our business, in fact, to success in every industry, is to stay consistent. If you have any other question, drop it. Yes, the things you learn, drop them in the chat box.